Hello guys and welcome to this Renekton game where I'm playing him in the top lane against Garen. So it went quite well. Renekton's very strong at the moment. His ultimate is actually better than I thought. This is my first time playing him since his ultimate got buffed. This patch 6.15. So I did try him out and he is very good. So here we just do a little invade. And you know when you're playing solo queue and you do an invade, it just goes totally wrong. Like, we don't even have any good CC. I doubt Elise took repel first. So Scion flashes, Lucian flashes, and we should have split. But Caitlyn even was in a bad position. But so we didn't get anything off. So I decided let's go back top lane, and then we can actually begin the game. So it's actually quicker in a way to go B from here, if you ever find yourself. But when you're roaming or in the early game, you want to go back to lane before I think 1 minute 25, because then you can get back if you're top and bot lane into lane before your minions arrive, because you don't want to miss any CS like that. So if you are doing an invade, just bear that in mind. 1 minute 20, 1 minute 15, head back to lane or go B, and be careful no one stops your B. So anyway, back to Garen. He does counter Renekton in a way. I don't think it's a totally dead matchup. Like, it's not like I'm against Gnar or Kale. So I want to push him in first as well. Not a fast push. I want to build up a bit of a wave as well. Because if he does run at me like now, the minions will attack him. Now I'd always out farm a Garen, especially at the early game. Now I'll get my level 2 and the wave is in a very good position. So I've got Doran Blade as well. I decided to start that. Get a bit of sustain going as well. And he doesn't really have any kill potential. I knew he was going to take teleport as well. So the wave's at the tower and they're all in range, so he needs to push the wave and the wave will reset. So when he does run at you, when you're playing against Garen as Renekton, as soon as he runs at you to silence you, there's nothing you can do when you're silent. So you want to press W before and it activates. So then when he does run at you, you just right click him and it will stun him, just like now. See, I was silenced but I still got the stun off. So he can't do nothing, you can't do nothing, and then the silence goes off. So it does actually hit. That's how you the only way you counterplay to his silence, really. And that works for most champions that have a press and wait kind of button. So here I had kill potential, but I didn't actually go in because it just come off cooldown, and he would have flashed and I would have been in a really bad position. So here was probably the worst I ever done. And that should have been a kill without me dying. I'm actually, when I play Renekton, I am actually going to take Ignite next, because teleport doesn't seem to be that efficient on him. He has very high kill potential early. He's very good at he has higher damage early. I mean, it did get nerfed many patches ago, but he does have good kill potential, I think. So for the build, you either want to go Black Cleaver or Sunfire Cape. Now Sunfire Cape is probably the best for this. I brought a Ruby Crystal, which is the health one, and a longsword for a bit of AD, because I knew I got the kill on him and I checked his farm and I was ahead in farm, so I knew mathematically, I just worked it out in my head, he couldn't buy a longsword as well. So I bought that to have a little advantage over him, like gold efficiency as well. So the minions didn't hit my tower, he didn't push it off quick enough. He teleported back to lane as well and I didn't. So if you can get back to lane without the minions hitting the tower, you should walk back. There's no point burning a teleport. So I have teleport advantage over him. So in a way, that helps to win lane as well. So if I do get ganked and then I'm really low health, I can teleport back and then he gains nothing. Even if he does get a kill, he'll only get the gold. But I won't lose XP or minions. So here I just wanted to see what he'd do if I go in, little skirmish. I know the wave's kind of pushing in my favour. I can control it. Let him push it. I can back off and let him push it in and then freeze it. But as Renekton, you really want to be pushing in. Warding well as well, which is probably my worst habit, not warding. Because I think I can 2v1 everyone. So here I'm pushing as fast as I can because I want the towers to start hitting these minions. So he has trouble last hit. Because if his cooldowns are blown, Garen's AD is terrible. It's very hard to last hit. Now it can be pretty boring playing Renekton as well. Like, no one wants to fight you. You just push constantly, but you do win lane off that. So I go for, is it Bami Cinder, I think it's called? The first part of thing. So I had my teleport. So the reason I went B here is we're both going to hit level 6, and I wanted to steal an item advantage over him. I knew he wasn't going to go B, and it helps me push and sustain his damage. So when he does put his W on, I can't really do too much to him. So I should really be saving my cooldowns as well, and then until that wears off. But I do like to throw the stun off as well when he does go to silence with his Q. Like there, he's still got his silence up, so I'll back off at that stage as well. So it's pretty much a wet noodle fight here. I think he was trying to see if he could get his ultimate off or bait me in. But then he realised, oh, I haven't got enough damage. Because he's only got a longsword and I've got a longsword and a Bami Cinder. So you always want to be ahead in items any way you can. Even if you're losing lane, like he might have more CS than me, but I still got better items. It's about timing as well, getting back to lane. So give the tower a few hits, but I thought I'll proxy this very quickly. Renekton's very good at that. You have to always be aware, obviously, where the jungler is or where the mid laner is even. So I know his teleport's down, this is why I'm doing it. And if Lee Sin did come, obviously their mid's on the map, or Lee Sin's on the map, I can see him, and their mid as well, Veigar. And really that was quite a bad move, I didn't have flash as well. But I did have my ult. So here, Echo's doing quite bad. So we go in, so Garen's missing, so I ping them for help because they probably don't see that. So I tried to peel, I went to peel, and then I went in for Veigar. So Veigar flashed, and Garen's still about as well. So I knew I could kill Lee Sin, so I burnt the flash for that. So I'm probably going to die here to Veigar and Garen. But luckily for me, Veigar got a bit greedy. I think he wanted to kill. Well, too bad for him. There was no way for me to escape. No flash, no teammates or anything. So I just had to die. I tried to get as much damage as I can off. But that was a red buff transfer to him as well. So off that, Garen got 2 kills and I got 2 kills. So you need to think what he's going to buy and what I'm going to buy. So here I should have built probably Black Cleaver. But I wanted to seriously push him in. I like when I play top lane is pushing, because there's nothing wrong with pushing the lane, or because it draws the enemy jungler up, it draws the mid up. You can actually snowball. Like when I play top, I usually play champions that can push hard. Even Garen I play a lot. Anything I build sunfire cape I tend to build. I don't really play kill lane champions, and I find it much better to win, or much easier to win as well. So when I did go back, I had quite a bit of gold. I wanted to build Hydra, but I bought a chain vest as well because Garen is AD, and I want to finish my sunfire cape before he does. If we do a all in sunfire cape, we'll put whoever has sunfire cape first will probably win the duel. So here he does have red buff, so press advantage to him, and I didn't press my W before. So he has the advantage now. I have to kind of play safe. So I did want to push the wave in so it resets as well. I didn't want him freezing the wave. So I got my ultimate here, and if he did really want to go all in, I would have backed off, baited him, and then used my ult. So there I did pretty much win the trade as well. And I felt like I had kill pressure as well on him, but sadly Lee Sin coming. So when Lee Sin kicks, usually when a Lee Sin kicks you, he always, so I did die, but when a Lee Sin kicks you, he always queues after. So I knew that, so that's why I dodged to the side as well. So always bear that in mind whenever you play against a Lee Sin or he kicks you. Always sidestep to the left or the right. But our bot lane did do very well this game. Especially early, Caitlyn got quite fed, and late game she got quite fed as well. So I opted to teleport in. He's either going to have to do CS or teleport back. So with Hydra, so always check your bush as well, don't just wait for the wave, because people just tend to go be in the bush as well. So here I can push the wave quite fast and even proxy the wave quite well. So I think he does have teleport at this point now, I can't really remember, but he will have to rush back to lane. There's no way he could go roam or help, so he does teleport in. So another trick is, where the Gromp is, you can E over and then E again if the Gromp is there. So you can get a double dash off the Gromp or any minion, so always bear that in mind. Keep that there as well. So right now he's pretty much stuck under his tower, right? There's nothing for him to do. I'm either gonna push the wave much faster than he can due to my item build. I'm farming pretty much every single minion I'm not missing because I'm farming it before the minions come. My items are very well built for that. See there, I blew all my cooldowns. He should have really gone all in. So when you are playing against Renekton, all you have to do is watch his fury and his cooldowns because they're quite high, especially the W. So here I'm trying to stop him actually stopping the wave before the tower. I'm trying to get the minions making it hard for him to last hit. And another thing to bear in mind, when a jungler does get a good gank off of you, they usually return within the first 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm very wary of where Lee Sin is or what I'm going to do. I have flash up this time, so he's not really going to kill me, and I won't really all in Garen unless he's really low. So right there, when he pops his E, he's very much going to go try and do a little QW combo. So I always put my W on as well. So right here, as soon as I get the gold for Sunfire Cape, I'll go be a very, very strong item top lane. And a lot of people don't actually buy it. He didn't buy it. If he did buy it, he would have won the lane. I guarantee it. Because with Garen, it's so easy to farm with. He could be proxying the wave right now if he had Sunfire Cape. So now I've got my Sunfire Cape, I'm going to push the lane even faster. He's probably got less kill potential, even though his ult does magic damage. Garen is a very naturally tanky champion as well, so it makes it playing Renekton a bit more hard as well. So what I've done is I focused on farming. Didn't really think, oh, let me build a Black Cleaver first and rush it and then try and get a kill, because he's only playing safe. So here I proxy the wave, which is very dangerous because we didn't see Lee Sin or Veigar on the map. So last time he didn't come, and this time he came. So it tells me someone's here, which was Lee Sin. so I had to flash. Because I didn't want Lee Sin to kick me into the wall and then be stunned, and then Garen just ult me and I'm dead. But luckily Echo roamed around as well. I thought he was going to die because he's been dying a few times in the game. So instead of just going B, I thought I'd do the mini golems as well, and then off that go B. I mean, Echo should have pushed the lane, but I went over and pushed it because he weren't. I saw Garen go B as well. So after that I got 1,000 gold. So both times I backed I had 1,000 gold, which is quite a nice amount. You can buy half an item with that. So I opted for Titanic Hydra because I knew I was going to build tanky this game, and that being a nice damage source. What I plan to build is Hydra, Titanic Hydra, Sunfire Cave, Spirit Visage. If Vega got fed, which he did, well, I was going to build that anyway. I opted later to build a Frozen Mallet, which, because I felt everyone kept getting away from me, and it's very strong on him as well. Because my main goal was to jump on the carries in the game, and once you freeze up Vega, he can't really get away. So with your stun and your ult on Sunfire Cape as well, don't forget, with Renekton's ult on and Sunfire Cape, it does about 100 and something. You can do up to 150 damage per second, which to a Vega is over 2-3 seconds. It's about 300-400 health. Can be. And so that also helps. If, like, Garen's building armor as well. He's stacking armor against me. So here none of them on the map. So, or some of them are on the map, so I decided to push it in. I can't really take the tower, it was too risky. So here, I would have known if someone else was, or a few people were there, 3 or 4 of them were there, Garen would have just gone straight for me. So usually people in certain elos, they tell you what's happening before you even see it. Like if you're playing bot lane and then they're very passive, or they're not moving in, and suddenly they're all in you, then you know the jungle's coming. So here they don't really have any damage. Worm got nerfed as well, he's cute. So this would have been a 2, if they carried on, 2v1, they would have got wrecked. Here Lee seems very squishy as well. So here I wanted to give the kill to Elise or Caitlyn. I did even ping to let Caitlyn get it, but you know, it's always good to give away a kill, especially if you get one to your carries. But that's your own. You can do that if you want. I do it sometimes. Don't feel me like it. So do take this tower. Second tower always gives you little advantage, gold advantage as well, and pushing pressure as well. I mean, I could get a ZZ rock portal as well. That would help a great deal, especially if the second tower's gone. That constantly needs attention when you drop that. And then, so you should always do the what is this called again? Rift Herald, that's the one. You should always do this. It's quite a nice fight, and it lasts for like 10-15 minutes as well. So I decided to release to do it. I picked up, and at this stage I got a lot of gold because I pushed a lot of waves. We had a nice little skirmish fight as well. It's always nice when you go B and then you can buy a full item as well with a lot of gold. So I got Merc Treads as well. Stop. It reduces. Garen silence is 2 seconds, so Merc Treads will reduce it by a great deal. The CC as well from Vega. Whenever there's a Vega, you should always just get Merc Treads. Braum as well has a lot of CC. with his stun and his knockup, so it just mitigates it as well. Because I want to be the one jumping on them. This Renekton's team fight is, you need a lot of pill for him. So here I didn't care about the minion. I've seen 2v1 that I can pretty much beat him. So he's no match at the moment. He didn't build very smart. So building well. Okay, so I wanted to teleport here, but there's nothing to teleport to. And Garen would have took the top tower. So here I come to the conclusion that I need Frozen Mallet. He would have been dead if I had Frozen Mallet. There's no way I can keep up with him or catch him if I don't have Mallet. So I thought I'm going to build that next. So here, perfect position. Veigar's well out of position. He just gets deleted. So I did pop my ultimate on. Luckily I did. You can see how strong Renekton is. There's literally 3-4 of them using their ult in there. Sadly, Lee Sin jumped away and flashed. Otherwise, I would have got him. So another thing to remember is always check your death report where it says click for death recap, because you want to see who's dealing the most damage to you and build against it. So I didn't see any magic resist or magic damage, so I thought let me not build magic resist. Veigar, if he's going to burst me, he's not bursting Echo, he's not bursting Kaelin, so I don't mind that. It's even better if he bursts up, if he uses all his cooldowns and his ult on me in a team fight and it doesn't kill me, that's even better. But I had quite a bit of health. I don't think he was that much stacked. He couldn't have actually done anything. And we did die again as well, so I opted not to. So I'm building Frozen Mallet. Because I don't see anyone in this game. Renekton is very strong. I mean, late game he's even better. Before he was very early game. He's still very good early game, I think. They didn't nerf him too hard. Just certain matchups, so he's not really in the meta, but he is a nice niche pick. I mean, if it's a Renekton that knows what he's doing, it's a real struggle for the enemy team. So I'm not the greatest Renekton player. I don't actually play him that often. I just have to be in the mood for him, and then I enjoy his team fighting as well. But I think running Ignite on him will be much better. Because that Lee Sin would have died. Garen, probably I would have got first blood on him, definitely, without dying. And snowballed off that. So here I'll push the lane in. I want to draw them in. I don't have a wave either, so I'll just be sitting at the tower waiting. Here I've drawn Garen over. And I thought that was a nice juicy kill, but Sion picked it up. So I would have liked this game to be much more team fight orientated, but it was very much 2v3 a lot of the time, which is quite annoying when you play a team fight champion, which Renekton is. So here I was silent, otherwise I would have just one-shotted Lucian. I took quite a bit of damage as well, because he's got quite a bit of damage. Took tower shots, Garen silence. So I decided I need to go B. Bot was pushed. Top was pushing as well. And I just hope the team didn't lie. Also, another option to build in Frozen Mallet would be Dead Man's Plate. Now I built Frozen Mallet only when I'm ahead. I don't build that item. It's a very luxurious item, I regard it as. I don't really see it as unless you're playing Gnar. I can't think of any champion that you think Frozen Mallet would be really good. I think Frozen Mallet is good on certain champions if you are ahead. It's very expensive for what it is. The slow isn't that great, but against certain comps it does very well. Like playing Renekton against this comp would be so annoying, I think. So with the Merc Treads, Frozen Mallet, getting a few aura attacks on the Veigar and a stun either with his stun can what's it, about the same length. I can keep up with him even if he does stun me. So that's why I built these. So here, there you go again. So you want to roam when you're playing top as well. So you can see the damage that just without even my ult on. There I decided to flash him, but I didn't have enough damage. No one followed that really. Yeah, I did pick up another kill as well, which pretty much brought my frozen mallet as well. So that secured my third item. And if Lee Sin did try and go in, he would have died as well. So right now I want to go back and buy. And my team, we weren't talking that much, we kind of just knew what to do. So you want to try and engage your team. You want to try and say Baron or push bot, or I'm going to push bot, or tell them what you're going to do as well. Because see, me buying Black Cleaver here was very late. I think I should have just gone Spirit Visage, which I think I did. Like, Black Cleaver is quite a good early item. I didn't have any CDR as well, any cooldown reduction, which could have helped as well. But I knew this was quite a one game. I mean, I couldn't see anyone bursting me unless the team played horribly. I hear the frozen mallet. See, Lucian's doing. He's hit me 4 times and he's done no damage. I've only got 1 armor item. So you know you won the game pretty much when the enemy's just running away from you. They're not even trying to engage. They're not even using any ults or anything. And they're flashing as soon as they see me running. So Garen's pushing top. So I decide to stay mid and put a bit of pressure on. If anyone comes, I'll just run away. While my team, they took Drake. Which is, if you can't actually take Drake as well, or help your team, you should always push a lane or farm up. Don't just wait around or head over there. If you're gonna get there too late, don't. So we went for Garen while their team regroups, and we go B and regroup, push the lanes. Oh, I'll go for Garen. Now I do have frozen mallet, so if I do catch him, he's unlikely to get away. Well, here I'm getting Garen. So I've got my ult, I pop my ult, getting me a lot of health back. If he gets to flash out, they have to disengage as well. Literally I caught Vega. Literally shredded him, but he obviously CC'd me quite well. And that was quite bad because I didn't actually have any. If anyone was there to follow up, we would have got the kill on him. They did elect to do Baron, but we did have Scion there who warded, so they decided not to do it. Oh, but actually they went for it, but they were all a bit low. I don't think they had much damage as well. And I did tell the Echo to shut up as well. Bloody, he was flaming the Elise the whole game. I don't know what his problem was. I think because he lost lane. Obviously he blamed the jungler, but Elise didn't say anything. He was flaming the whole game, so I just had to tell him to shut up. That's one of the worst things with this game, when people blame others.
Who's next on the chopping block?
So I want to push top out and regroup with the team. Now, if there is a team fight that does break out, we will more than win it.
Lavish brutality.
So you want to keep pressure in the map as well. And there's no need for me to wait for the minion wave. I warded there, so I can run away if anyone comes. Work out where they are. If 2 people show up top, They would need 2 at least to kill me. So I see Garen Bay coming. So I teleport in, but this is a late game team fight. If we lose this, and I'm not there, and I'm just pushing top, and someone just stops me, we lose the game. Or we could lose a lot of towers of it. So here I just push everyone up. So you want to be aware of what your teammate's health is. So Echo is our AP carry, it's quite low. So I don't really want to force a full team fight. I mean, he's probably got his ult as well. So I went in, I have a lot of health, my ult up, flash up. And as you can see, Lucian, he went down as well. Picked up the kill on Braum. So yeah, I can pretty much fight. So I'm doing a hell of a lot of AD and magic damage as well. So Lee Sin, we could opt to chase Lee Sin. I think they wanted to, but I kept him in the tower. Because if we get the tower, then but you can get out. If Lee Sin, we kill him or if he gets away, he can't stop us either way. So I'm just pulling Veigar off. I don't want him to kill Echo. So he would have. If I wouldn't have gone for him, he would have probably gone for Echo. Killed him. So get the inhib and run off. Now I've got 3 options here now. I can go B, I can wait around with a team, go bot push, or I can push a lane that isn't being pushed. So I could probably draw 2 people. That's my aim, to draw 2 people to where I am. Because if there's 1, they'll get dulled, and if there's 2, they can I can back up and keep them there while my team pushes. And I've got a middle inhib down. Right now we need to either group up, buy, push lanes together, or we can Baron. Now we don't know if they have vision. I'm gonna go B because I'm sitting on quite a lot of gold as well as I can get a full item. So I'll get my black cleaver. And I want to get some magic resist because obviously you saw where Vegas one-shotted me, so I want to kind of survive it. I'll just get a bit more tanky. I have enough damage to kill any of the carries, or at least cause them a lot of damage for someone else to follow up. Like I said before, the game's pretty much won. There's no one that can 1v1 me. So Veigar immediately had to flash, he had no stun up. You see that was Veigar's Q, he's quite bent and he can't do any damage. So I did pop my ult and just run in. Right now I'm way too fed. We could have ended the game here, even dove them. So this is the last thing to do. I'm surprised they didn't surrender off this, I'll be honest with you. So I elected not to go B. I can't buy anything spectacular off that. And I wanted to put pressure on the lanes. So they need someone mid. My team's probably going to go mid. Or they went to Drake as well.
Who's next on the chart?
We know that most of their ults and flashes got burnt as well. So I won't be. First part of the Spirit Visage as well. Get a little bit of tanky. Because when you are ahead, you don't necessarily have to build damage. You can build more tank, and if they don't have the items to kill you, it's pretty much GG for you. So I run down mid to push it in. No one else is doing that. I've got Baron. The middle inhib is not coming back around now. I don't think. It's going to be a while before it does. And it gives us vision of where they are. So my team's pushing bot, and I decided I like to go round. The tower was there, and then push them off the tower. So Renekton is very good at that. He's good at pushing people off towers, and your team can take it as well if you're sieging down. So that was my plan, but we took it. pretty much won the game off this. Renekton made a ballsy play. He went in. And I was waiting around Kate and I was going to try and just kill Kate. And he did a nice double kill as well. So Renekton does a lot of damage for you to get a double kill late game as well. And build pretty much tanky. So, and that's GG. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I know it's a boring game and I can be quite boring, so hope you enjoyed it.